Hey beautiful people, hola mi gente, what's up? Que bola? A bitch is back. I'm here to do a card of the day of focus of intention. Today is July 4th, 2024. And I am going to do the card of the day of focus of intention for the next 24 to 96 hours as directed by spirit, universe, or whatever higher power you call upon. My job is to not push a belief system onto you. My job is to teach you how to believe in yourself. You connect whatever you want because that's none of my business. With that being said, everyone is born with intuition and empathy. Not everyone listens to their intuition and empathy, as you can see the state of the world. It is a shit show. Let's get into the legalities. The Almighty Pineapple LLC is trademarked, copyrighted, and registered with 3 different classifications with the United States Trademark and Patents Office. Any duplication of my content without my permission is subject to legal recourse as guided by my legal team. With that being said, this is not a reading. A reading is an intimate discussion between you and a spiritual advisor of your choice, hopefully led by your intuition. As I always say, your intuition is your superpower. So do not forget, tomorrow, July 5th at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we have the next new moon in Cancer community ritual. And the areas of intention are renewal, rebirth, sensitivity. I'm looking at my notes. Karmic, truth, forgiveness, emotional integration, and abundance. Because this is going to be a shit show because y'all don't know how to deal with emotions. Because again, we've been taught, trained, and conditioned to ignore them. That thinking is good and feeling is bad. Anyway, so let's get into the card of the day. That's for tomorrow. The exchange for the community ritual is $15.51. Go to the link in my bio. If you don't know where to find it, please send an email. Myself or my assistant will help you find it and locate anything that you need, any questions that you need to be answered. We are still taking orders. I'm filling orders today. Yes, I am working on the 4th of July. I do not celebrate the 4th of July. That is just me. I am a Gulf War vet. The fireworks don't help me. They don't help my dogs. It causes panic attacks. It causes anxiety. It's all good. It's beautiful, but silent fireworks would be great. All this big and banging and booming, it doesn't help the environment. It doesn't help the animals. And I'm not talking about animals indoors. I'm talking about animals outdoors as well. It disrupts a bunch of stuff, right? It even affects bees and affects insects. And everybody plays a part. Like even the animals, even the critters, they play a part. So that's just me personally. But let's get into the card of the day. The card of the day is coming from the Sacred Cycles Oracle deck again. It's going to come with an affirmation. And it's going to come with a journal prompt. So what do we need for July 4th, 2024 card of the day? What do we need for July 4th? Here we go. All right. So we had one that flipped and one that flipped. All right. So who's first? Who's last? First is the crone card. And second is return to source. Oof. All right. So let's get into it. So the crone. Now, she's one of my best friends. I am initiated in certain European or traditional natural-based traditions. I am a daughter of Hecate. There's that. She's the key keeper. And I am also a daughter of Elegua. Also the key keeper. So my ancestors work just fine. I know I am white passing, it's very obvious, but I do have European, African, and indigenous bloodlines. My father's bloodline is Taino, and African. My mother's bloodline is European from Spain, and so on and so forth. But anyway, the crown. She's my favorite. She's the most fiercest, wisest aspect of the triple goddess, by the way. So that's why I love me some crone. I love me Hecate. Hecate is the jam. So the affirmation for the crone is I accept myself. Can y'all really say that about yourselves and believe it? I accept myself. Do you? Do you accept yourself? So the ancient wisdom of the crone is grown from a lifetime of learning, of living and observing, of devotion to the cycles of death, birth, life, and decomposition. It is wisdom steeped in a commitment to self-transformation. The crone's medicine lies in the acceptance of all that is, a bone-deep acknowledgement of the seasons, phases, and fluctuations that define the experience of being human. Recognizing not only the pleasures, but also the pain of what makes the existence ripe with wonder. She reminds you that you welcoming the full spectrum of being human is the surest road of a liberated life. And that's precisely what she has to offer, liberation. This is an invitation to embrace your human magic, the dark, the light, the present moment, and all that's beyond your mortal senses. Intuition. Relinquish the need to understand and then release the notion of what has been or should be to find ease with what just is. And the journal prompt is, what aspects of myself are seeking acceptance? Just saying. And then, I love that. And then we return to source is the card after that. They're not playing around for this July 4th. Let's see, where are we? Here we go. All right. The affirmation for return to source. Letting go allows me to begin anew. Oof, Dios mío. Completions and endings hold a unique energy as the final stage in the never-ending cycle of life. Death is the last letting go of a life experience. This is the process that brings any creative endeavor to a close. After a time of inspiration, growth, and sharing your gifts, you're being asked to let go of which has run its course. If something has lost its vital force, but you have kept holding on to it, now is the time to bless and disconnect from it. Give it a proper celebration and a burial. The magic of this stage lies in keeping the faith and belief that in death we return to source. A new conception, pregnancy, and birth awaits you. You're opening up to a portal to new and vibrant endeavors. By releasing what has fulfilled its purpose, you can rest and look forward to fresh possibilities. But right now, you must fully acknowledge the conclusion of this present adventure with gratitude and reverence, and then disengage to honor the ever ongoing cyclical process. And the journal prompt for this card is, what in my life am I no longer inspired by, but continue to put my time and efforts towards? Ooh, ooh, ooh. That is amazing. So basically, Spirit is saying, like, you have to start learning how to accept yourself. And if you don't know how to do that, if you don't even know how to love yourself, that's where I come in. I've been doing this work for over 35 plus years. I've been a spiritualist. I've been an espiritista. I've been an ancestral and rituals practitioner first and foremost, before any other initiation titles. I've been doing that first. I've been talking to the dead since I was 3 years old, but I've been actually doing readings since I was 14 years old under the guidance and tutelage of my grandmother, who's no longer with us, but is one of my strongest ancestors and is on my spiritual team. She's actually one of my spirit guides. Not all ancestors are spirit guides, and not all spirit guides are ancestors, so there's that. But I've been reading forever. I can channel, I can pick up things. I don't talk about traditions and religions unless we're talking about that in a private discussion. That's usually a reading, but I do not push my belief system onto you. I'm initiated in several different practices and several different modes of tradition, religions, and archetypes, but it doesn't mean I'm pushing that on you. So that's not what I'm doing. But what I'm doing here is to let you know that first you have to accept yourself. And if you don't even know how to love yourself, then that's where I come in. I offer programs. I offer Love Thyself. Love Thyself has been on the market since 2020. I've been doing that work for 4 years before I even brought it to y'all. And Love and Know Thyself is my next program, which is Love Thyself, but Love and Know Thyself is a 6-month program. Love Thyself is a 3-month program. Love and Know Thyself is a 6-month program. And also I will let you know that I also have a yearly program, which is called the Soulful Mastery Entrepreneur Program, which is about for influencers, artists, entrepreneurs. If you're looking for a side gig, a passion, if you want to be more business minded, that will be it. Because guess what? Love Thyself, Love and Know Thyself are the first 3 and 6 months of this package anyway. Because if you don't even love yourself where you're at right now, and then you don't even know who you are because you're still walking around with those, factory settings from childbirth, and from childhood, from 0 to 7 years old, we are imprinted by the environment, the organization, the tribe, the community that we came from, and basically unfucking yourself and turning those generational curses into generational blessings by knowing who you are, then you really can't have a successful business. Because again, the business is a reflection of you and how you treat yourself and how you actually do things for yourself. So there's that. So those all come in together, because shortly, and I hate saying this out loud, but I'm going to have to things are changing in my life, and I am being led to move away from single one-on-one sessions. Either you want to work and you want to invest in a program, that's great, we can do that, but I am being led to start cutting down my availability on one-to-one programs. This is why you can check me out with a candle reading, with a card of the day, with a community reading, with a 1-card question. You can do that, but I don't know how much longer I'm going to be allowed to share and put out there to the universe that I'm going to be offering or continue offering single sessions. My programs are single programs. I work with you one-on-one. There is no group. There is no recording. There is no module. I understand everyone loves the group coaching stuff. I do not. I don't hate people who do that. Congratulations. I've actually taught group programs. I think they're great, but that's not my forte because everyone's at a different level. And I do believe I'm a provider, and I am a spiritualist, and I am an ordained minister. And again, I have all these different titles. I'm all those things to help people one-on-one, but I am being pulled to more programs instead of single solitary sessions. So I'm just putting that out there. But you can join me tomorrow for the community ritual, new moon in Cancer. Again, I mentioned the areas of intention. Come exchange energy with me. It's $15.51 per person. I love you. I love you. I love you. I hope you guys have a great and safe day today. Take care and see you tomorrow.